Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Sunday with Philly, and as always, of course, it's HRF1 tonight. We are, as you can see on your screens, actually, as always, it's short qualifying, 50% race. 50% race is 25 laps of this brand new Las Vegas circuit. Interesting, to say the least. Always fun and exciting to be racing at a new circuit. Of course it is. But I know it's people, well, drivers are a little bit worried about it. That's what I'm trying to say. So um, it's high speed, very high speed, 14 corners I believe, but you barely know. Well, it's like 2 or 3 corners at the end of a massive straight, and it's like that every time. So much straight, so much DRS. Straight line speed is going to be key, but you still need to make sure that you carry enough downforce to get through the corners well, otherwise you will get eaten up. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Right, evening Coxie, welcome buddy. I just sharing the stream about to the different places, and then I will be inviting in this week's interviewee, who is Massey. So, Massey, I shall be sending you an invite in just a second. Into there. One more to do. Share it into PRF1 as well. There we go. Right then, that's all the sharing about done. Let's go to Massey. Right then. Hello, James. Sexy banana. Go away, druggy pig. Oh dear, you're going to upset him well. Evening, both of you. There we go. Hello, Mr. Massey.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Teaching the old dog new tricks here, but don't forget to. Or no, sorry, that's not the one I meant. I meant to say teaching your grandmother to suck eggs here. But don't forget to include your audio, buddy.
Yeah,
And if you're happy, that's done. Right then. Okay. Well, first of all, we're round 4 of the season. We're at Las Vegas, new track. Have you done any races here yet?
only one, and it did not last very long, and I was on no traction. I've since pussied out and gone to medium traction. So this will be my first race properly.
Okay.
Hopefully the full distance around Vegas.
Cool. Okay. Now it's 25 laps here. I'm predicting it's going to be pretty sweaty. As in, it's going to be tight. It's going to be close, and that's what we're expecting in a way. Yeah, is that sort of what you're expecting tonight? I don't think there's going to be any let up unless you can break that 1 second somehow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite hard to get out of DRS just because you've got that huge backstreet of DRS. I think unless someone's got quite a big pace advantage, you could see quite a few trains. And then it's going to be a case of not hitting the back of someone when they inevitably hit the wall at the end of the straights.
Yeah.
Because you've got to. It's a compromise at this track. You need the speed, otherwise you're a sitting duck. Then you need a bit of rear wing to make the fast corners, and you need a bit of front wing for the chicanes. So
Yeah.
which is the best way to go? And I haven't found that yet.
I agree. I did a bit of time trial, and you would think it's just basically get your wings as low as possible because of the straights, but it's not. If you go too low, you lose so much time through the corners. So yeah, I was finding myself slightly raising my wings on time trial to go quicker and quicker, but then it's a case of, is that right for a race, because you could find yourself getting eaten up pretty easily. So
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, just quickly for the season. Obviously, 4th race of the season. I know you've not had the starts of the season that you'd have hoped for. Obviously, missed the first race. And then I know Spain didn't go so well, did it? But then back on the podium last week, and so are we on a upwards trajectory now?
I mean, pace-wise, like I said, missed the first race, pole in the second race, then it's a horrendous race. Pole in the third race. We'll talk about that. Yeah, it was an enjoyable race to be in, but should have been more. So the pace is there. I've got to build on this consistency now, ready for the next season, because obviously they're not long seasons in HRF1. So I'm building now towards season 2 on this game.
Okay, cool. Well, you've got to stop the rot with Gunnar as well. Well, not stop the rot. You've got to stop Gunnar because he's 3 race wins in a row. Admin chat has been unbearable. So just whatever you got to do. All right, just stop him.
Not spinning or driving into pit walls would help, I think.
Yes, yeah. Do those things and then you'll get him, I reckon. But yeah, we've got to stop him because it's just horrendous. I can't hear him bragging anymore. Right, we'll call that the serious questions. We've got 5 minutes until 8 o'clock, so let's go on to... Well, these are serious questions. It's just that they are quiz questions. So this is going to be your attempt at the season quiz. Okay. So very basically, it's 5 quiz questions. Okay. They have a theme to them that they're going to have throughout the season. Okay. And I've made a couple of them sort of Las Vegas related tonight as well. But they are general knowledge. Okay. It's not Formula 1. It's general knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. So always start off with what is hopefully an easy one, but of course they're only easy if you know them. So, okay, what's the capital city of Australia?
Canberra.
Yes, nice start. That is 1 point. Now on to a couple of Las Vegas ones. So the first Las Vegas one is what is the name of the 1995 film starring Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, and Joe Pesci, based in Las Vegas?
Casino.
Yes, nice. What a film. Violent. Very violent. Yeah, to be fair. Okay, which of these poker hands would win if they come up against each other? So, would win a hand. Okay, is it A, a straight, B, 4 of a kind, or C, a full house?
It's not a straight. 4 of a kind. That's got to be harder to get than a full house.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So many people would say full house there.
I was thinking that, but I just thought it must be harder to get 4 of the same one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I when I wrote these questions, I didn't know who was going to be doing the quiz. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. If I knew you were doing it, I probably wouldn't have written this next one down because I reckon you will know it like the back of your hand so easily. Honestly, so number 4 in the quiz is always a question about games. Okay, so computer games. And this is a really easy one in my opinion, but of course it's only easy if you know it.
Don't play other games.
So from which you will know this, I promise you. From which franchise to which franchise does the Umbrella Corporation pharmaceutical company belong? Fictional.
Not a clue.
Umbrella Corporation.
Never heard of it.
Umbrella?
No, not a clue.
Not Umbrella. Wow. Okay, I did not expect you to get you with that one. I'm not gonna lie. It's Resident Evil.
Nope, never played it.
No. Wow. Okay, you've got some catching up to do, man. Now, the final question is always a question about the news of the last 7 days. Okay, so this question will always be something that it has featured in the news. This one very recently, in fact. So, which Greek island has seen thousands of people evacuated due to wildfires this week?
Rhodes.
Yes, well done. Man, it keeps up with his news. Good man.
I work in travel, so that gets sent around every day.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. Again, if I knew it was you and I knew you did that, then... well, there we go. That is the end of the quiz. And you are going to the top of the leaderboard with 4 out of 5. So well done. You're displacing Bowden, who was previously at the top with 3.5. So well done. 4 out of 5. Will that stay till the end of the season? We shall see. And at the end of the season, you may well be called upon, by the way, to do another quiz, but actually head to head.
Oh God, okay.
I haven't quite decided what I'm doing yet, but it's going to be something. All right. So well done, mate. 4 out of 5.
Thank you.
Just quickly, before I let you go, what can we expect of you tonight?
Hopefully not pole, because that's been bad luck so far. So
P2 and a race win. That's
just another than pole, because I seem to just go backwards.
Yeah, well, that's the only way you can go if you're pole, mate. You know, you can only go backwards. This is the thing. Right, okay, mate. Well, well done for the quiz. I will pop your name on the leaderboard after the race, but at the top of the leaderboard, in fact. But good luck for tonight, and if things go well, I'm sure I'll be talking to you at the end.
Cheers, thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you very much. Right, guys, that was Massey. Thank you very much, Massey. Well, got 2 out of 5. Bosh. Rhodes. Yes, he got Rhodes. Who else we got? Oh, Steve said 4 house. Nope, it's 4 of a kind. Oh dear. Canberra, you got right though. What about Wednesday? Top 3 from new. What's that? What? I don't know what you're talking about now. Steve wants to commentate with you. Steve is more than welcome to commentate with me. Is he on Xbox? I think, wasn't there something in Discord? I'm just waiting for an invite. What's your Xbox gamer tag, Steve? I don't think I've got you added. I might be wrong. Thank you. There we go. Steve is going to come in and do co-cons with me. Very good of him. And that's the quiz done. I can get rid of that now.
Buongiorno, buongiorno.
Hello. How are you?
Living the dream, mate. Living the dream.
Awesome. We all are tonight.
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
It's all good. All good. I'm getting excited. So hopefully they've not forgot to put on Night Racer tonight for this one. Or if they put on Realistic, will it be a night one? It should be.
It should. Well, I hope otherwise that blinding sun. I was doing a couple of laps earlier going, or I might get a call up, but the sun just gets straight in your eyes and it's a pain. But
yeah. I did a bit of TT and forgot to turn it to midnight, and I noticed that as well. So we're being asked, by the way, to keep an eye on drivers cutting the pit entry. Okay, so any drivers out there know cutting the pit entry, please.
There's 2 eyes on it as well tonight. You're gonna be
2 eyes on it, and you got admins on track that are gonna pull you up. So don't do it. Behave. So, right, we are into session. So don't forget, short quality, 50% race. Didn't know it was only 25 laps around here. I must admit, that surprised me a little bit. So it's not that long a lap, is it?
No, but it's all made up by the strip, isn't it? And I think that's where all the distance is. And they were like, do you know what? We'll do a 50% of 50 lap race, and then we've got a 50% of that. So,
yeah, I guess
it should be interesting.
I mean, if anybody out there hasn't done any laps around here yet, we just don't play the game, so it's an odd old track, isn't it? It's so fast, it's unreal, but at the same time, I just discussed with Massey, if you just sort of take all your wing off to be able to be fast on the straights, you will get absolutely hammered in the corners. So you can't just sort of go 0-0 and on your wings and go for it, can you? You've got to apply a decent amount of wing, I find.
Yeah, because especially in like sector 1 and 2, I know it's very it's very bendy and twisty. So
yeah,
you can try and get away with it, but then you're just going to lose all your time.
Yeah, agreed.
And then you're not going to get the drive out of that
I mean, I was finding in time
right-hander.
trial that I needed my wings somewhere around sort of 16 and 20, or sorry, 20 and 16. And that was where I was getting the fastest laps. But I don't think I'd run them that high in a race. But yeah, it's I don't know. I've not done a race here yet, so I'm just sort of guessing really. Coxie on to
Yeah, you can
first lap.
you can get it down to about a 9.97, 7.9, shall I say?
Yeah,
Oh no, it's 9.7 in this game, isn't it?
yeah, 9.7. So
and that gives you a good
gives you a very quick
run.
straight line speed. And I did try that actually because I was trying different setups out in time trial, and yeah, I did try the old 9.7, but I just found myself having to brake so early for the corners to make them. It's, I tried higher in the wing a bit and just found myself to be quicker like that. But say that might not suit for races. So,
Also depends on driving style as well, doesn't it? But
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it's going to be one of the first ever races that's held on a Saturday as well, which is quite interesting.
Yes.
Because they can't hold it on the Sunday, or they can't warrant having. Oh, there's a 5-second grip penalty for a couple of people. But yeah, they can't hold it for the 3 days because they would lose that much money. So they were like, you can have the Friday and Saturday, and that's it.
Right. Okay. So there's a lot of. Are they having to close down a lot of places in order to hold the race then?
Yeah, because it's the main part of the strip. You would normally think that a weekend it would be flooded with cars and traffic and tourists.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, Coxie goes 32.1 to get us started. Corey on the mediums, 33.3. Then Bowden 32.9, also on the mediums. And what else we got? No, he's into the pits. Okay.
yeah, he had a mishap at the start of his lap. He had to have a close encounter with the wall.
Right. Okay. Did you notice which driver's got the drive-through penalty? Not the drive-through. The grid penalties.
It is Chips. It says, but
Chips.
Williams. No, the longest and Whale Chips and the Williams had contact with both.
Right. Okay. There's. Right. No. So you do the commentary on a Monday, is that right, Steve?
Oh, I do the Mondays, yeah. The dark side of it all.
Yeah, I did used to do both, but I jumped ship on a Monday. I do GRL now. But yeah, it's obviously got you in, which is great, and I've only heard good things, so.
Whoever I pay, monsters
Hey.
in the wall, and it.
I know, gone down to P10 crane, not necessarily the same part of the track. He comes Bowden across the line. Nope, he was on a cooldown. Going again on the medium, so it looks of it. You got your Checo. I would do a hilly hot lap, but I've got absolutely no idea. Would you be up for trying to do a hot lap, Steve?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my information in my notes about the track, and I can do it corner by corner and corner name, but apparently I can't find it, which is great fun.
Probably a good thing, because you'd be kind of showing me up if you do that. As you know.
So you
Don't do
are
that much homework.
people do it.
Brian on debut, reserving tonight in the Haas has just gone into P3 32.3. I know him from ARC, and he's a very handy, quick driver. Should mix things up a little bit. It's very tight at the moment, I have to say. Top three
Yeah,
are sort of
especially
a bit ahead, but yeah.
all the way down to 6th, they're all within that 1 second window. And then even 7th, it's just over.
That's it. The top 3 are sort of on their own a little bit, but then from Gunnar in P4, sort of covered by a second down to P11. And I'm sure it's only going to get closer as well, to be fair.
Yeah, the more this track rubbers up, those times will probably get mid 131s.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is Whoopi that we're on board with at the moment, just come down the long straight. Oh, he's backed off. He's not flat out there, so Hunter, no, he's backed off as well. There's lots of drivers on outlap, so you can choose whoever you like on the outlap at the moment to do the hot lap with.
I am currently with Chip Van, so
well, there he is.
Currently in 17th. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so starting his lap into this tight left-hander of 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then you want to keep to the left, swing it right to the right-hand side for turn 3, get the power right down DRS wide open, down the back straight. After this, you've got that nice tight right-hand of turn 4 coming up, brake as late as you do, all the way down to 74 or 72 mile per hour. Get the power down, swing it to the left. This tricky set part of the track, very tight left right section, and then just off that you've got a very tight left-hander again. Get that power down. This part is actually flat out, very sweeping right to left combination. Don't want to mess that up too much. You will clip that wall and you will go brake really sharp and get on the power as soon as you can for this Las Vegas strip. Powering all the way down, speeds of over 200 mile per hour here. DRS wide open. Let's see what he tops out at. There we go, 221 all the way down to 63 mile per hour for this last little section of the track. Want to power all the way to the finish line now. This last corner is flat out to your left. Just get as close to the curve as you can and set your time with a 133.7.
Nicely done. Very nicely done. I just noticed right at the end of the lap there that Chip Van used all of his deploy for the energy. So, something just to be aware of.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
will
easy
burn
to
it
do,
quite a
but
bit.
yeah, it's not easy to do. But if a lap around here does use all the deploy before you hit the line, you know there is a couple of tight little bits where you could turn it off and probably give you better traction at corners as well. So it's and that way you'll have it down the straight over the line. But each to their own. It's quite tricky to do though. Mind you, I'm on controller. I've got no idea about it if you're on a wheel. Sim's Spot. I don't know who this is. I'm not going to lie to you. Never seen him before. Malungus goes fastest. 132.138. 9 thousandths quicker than Poxy. As Chips gets disqualified from the session following a collision with Whale, who then also picks up a grid penalty.
Nice.
Wow.
But yeah, 3 strikes for Chips there, wasn't it? That's his third incident. And they were like, you've already got 15 places, you might as well start from the back.
Yeah. So Sim Spot across the line, improves by half a second. And that's P11 for him. Allows himself to go off the track. I think he knows there was a car behind him, I think. So, yay. Right, well, it's massive for the line. It is, I think. Oh, not quite for the line, it's just in the last little bit. There's a Red Bull round in that last little section as well.
Gaz is in the wall. Looks like he's had a snap of oversteer coming out of the corner after the strip.
Here we go then, Massey. First into the 31s. So we're not quite down to the sort of mid 31s just yet, but I think these guys will continually learn the track as we're going, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some big improvements yet. Monsters, by the way, got understeer coming out of a corner and ended up hitting the wall. That's why he's out. Anybody else, Gunnar? Well, Gunnar's just start. Oh no, he's just finished. Oh, I don't know what he's done. He's just finished the lap, I think. Gunnar 32.3.
Next, I think it's one of the Ferrari boys.
Lycorius, no, he's 11 seconds down, so he's into the pits. We've got Brian on a lap. Somebody just moved up, that was a McLaren, that was Hunter, who's just moved up into P7. McLaren's 1 and 7. Strong pair in there, but the Haas in 3 and 5 as well, so. Brian also tops out at 221 on the straight, but he only just about made it to 221, so I think that means he's probably running a slightly higher wing than Chips was. And across the line he comes. Doesn't improve actually. 10th down. Bowden is on a charge. He's just come through the final bit. He made a little bit of a mistake actually through the little final. Well, enough of a mistake actually that he's gone to the pits. He was 4 attempts up in sets of 2. The mistake was obviously bad enough. He's opted to pit instead. Yes, now then the back straight. It's not another lap either. Okay.
No, Bartas is the next of the out laps to do a lap. With what
Okay.
I've seen.
Cool, so we've not seen Bartas yet today. Currently in P15, 1:33.6 is his PB. So he's in P15. That's 1.7 off the current top time. There's the 15th. Going. Oh, he's run wide in turn 1. Surely going to back out this lap, is he? I don't know, his energy's still going down. See him through to the end of set to 1, see what split time's like. Oh, no. That will do it.
Last little validation. It's CL Craig next, if I'm not mistaken. Currently going down the strip now.
Yeah. Scott's an Alfa Romeo ahead of him, but not quite in range for picking up any toe. Revved out really early. Again, 221. Tops that out at, but he got there quite easily. Here he comes. Just
2 tenths up when he was out of sector 2, so this should put the above.
nice.
There we go, put some 10.
Yeah, 4.5 tenth improvement, puts him into P10. It's a nice lap from Craig. Corey has just come onto the strip as well. Oh no, just lifted, so clearly not happy with what he's doing. That was Chip Van. Anybody else? Somebody just jumped.
that the half? No, it's not the half. He's in a
I think
bit.
it was Gaza in the Red Bull.
Gaza, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's jumped up to P6 and a 32.7. Right, who's furthest round? Massey is out there. Just coming up to the end of sector 1. Brian, yeah, if you want to retire in the pit, you can do, buddy. Yeah, as long as it's in the pit and not on track. You know it. You know the score in a way. Oh, Massey out of shape, gives the wall a little clatter with his right front and backs out. So I haven't seen what's left on the timer, so I don't know if he's got enough time to go again. So Lungus now going on to the strip.
Well, that's it. That's that was his last lap.
Yeah, Bartas got the checkered flag, hasn't he? So that was it for Massey, but he's still P1 at the moment. Volungus isn't improving. Brilliant to see Volungus up there in qualifying. He's always thereabouts in the race, but great to see him there in qualifying as well. Does he gain anything? No, he takes to the pit lane, so no improvement from Volungus. Coxey in that last bit as there's a Red Bull off again. Heads for the line, Coxey, just a flat out left to go. Oh, he's done it! 31.8 goes fastest and looks like he will take pole position.
Guna jumped up as well, so it's just Massey that's really right, but he's gone into the pit. Gaza was the one in the wall.
Hunter doesn't quite improve. Whoopi is slightly up. And yeah, didn't really change there. So P9 goes ahead of Hunter. Crisp? No, not on a lap. So I think that's it. Gaza's not got the checkered flag, but he was the Red Bull. It was off. He's out of fuel. That's why he was off. So, okay, that's it then. So, well, massive congratulations to Coxey, who takes HRF1's first pole position in Las Vegas. Massey P2, which is exactly where he wanted to be. I don't know if you heard the interview with Massey, but he said, I don't want to be P1 because every time I'm P1, I always go backwards. So,
yeah,
so
I caught that
P2,
part, but yeah, no.
yeah.
It's, just where he wants it, which is...
Just where he wants it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. How's he played that well? That's incredible. Gunnar in P3, the winner of the first 3 races of the season, Gunnar. And he's nicely placed to have a chance again today. It's just gone into the chat that we will be going at 8:28. Any drivers listening, please remember, do not ready up. There will be a break. The go time will be 8:28, but do not ready up. Just allow an admin to do that. So yeah, well, 5-place grid penalty, so he would drop to 18th, which moves the crashed Monster. So Monster's crashed very early in the session, but somehow we'll start P17. He's done all right there. It's Monsters. But there we go. So Coxey, Massey, Gunnar, Volungus, Corey, Bowden, Brian in P7 on his debut. Gaza in 8th, 9th for Whoopi, 10th Hunter. Lycorius, Craig, Whale, although he will start in P18 of course. So spot up to 13, Bartas, Chris, Chitvan. I didn't get to do the rest. But there we go.
Chitvan, Monsters, check out, and then Chip to round up the rest. I just got the end on stream.
Thank you.
No worries.
Right, so we will be going in Las Vegas for 25 laps. First time I think ever I'll be going into a race not really knowing what the best tyre strategy is going to be. I mean, it's only 25 laps, so you would think that a soft hard would be very much possible. Whether the soft medium is or not, I don't know. There is some high, with the high speed, the softs might deteriorate quite quickly. So I'm thinking it would probably be soft hard if you're going to use the softs.
Yeah, the hards do feel a lot better. Well, again, for myself, they feel a lot better than the mediums. But the mediums you can push to about lap 15, which opens up opportunity for the soft. But you're going to be driving on ice. So yeah, the soft hard or hard soft combo is the way to go around here.
Right, cool. Okay. Coxie picked up 3 attempts in the final 2 corners to take that pole. Nicely done, man. Yes, Brian, thank you. That's what we like to hear on Hilly Stream. Las Vegas, baby, says Twiglet. Right, Steve. On my streams, we always take a quick break, just like the drivers do. So if you want to grab a drink or anything, please do. I'm just going to grab myself a quick coffee, and I'll be back for the race start. So see you in a moment.
See you in a bit. Right. Whilst we have this little break, I'll chuck some facts out. Why not? About Las Vegas. So Las Vegas High Roller Ferris wheel is the tallest trackside Ferris wheel on the F1 calendar. It stands just over 2 meters tall. 2 meters taller than the Singapore Flyer in the Marina Bay circuit. The High Roller was the tallest Ferris wheel in the world until Ain Dubai opened in the United Arab Emirates in 2021. There was 30. Let me get that fact again. 31 different track options for this track, and then they finally committed on this one. The new Las Vegas street circuit incorporates the famous Las Vegas Boulevard and runs 6.12 kilometers around the city. 17 corners, anti-clockwise track, winds its way down Colville Lane, passing the recently constructed MSG Sphere Arena, which is due to open this year. This area of track was originally a long sweeping left-hand bend, but was revised in September 2022 and replaced with the chicane.
Right, back with you. Right, let's be honest here. I think in terms of safety cars tonight, Steve, I'm expecting 2 or 3. Would you be thinking the same? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the nature of the track, and we all know what F1 drivers, especially in this game, are like. They're going to try and get a move done in those twisty, turny corners, especially the quicker drivers on the slower drivers, and that's where they're going to get caught out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's going to.
I think that risk, and just quite simply the risk of people spinning. If you spin here, you're going to hit a wall pretty much. There's a few corners that have got little runoff areas and that, but in the most part, you're going to hit a wall if you spin. So, you know. And the problem is, you hit a wall and lose your tyre, you're going to land on the track, aren't you? So, you know, it's going to bring out a safety car.
That's it. But yeah, no, you just got to ask Azza about how easy it is to hit a wall after a mistake. He did find them quite a bit when he was out on track.
Guys, I would love you for saying that. Um, who we got in the chat then? That's a big Ferris wheel, says Brian. Thank you for noticing. Um, right, all the lights are on, no formation lap, so we are getting ready to go. And, oh no, oh no. Belungus, has he actually jumped the start? I think he has. I was initially thinking that was going to be a glitch, but I think he's actually just jumped the start.
Yeah, I've got lap 2 of 25 on my screen.
Oh. Right, okay. Right, no, restart. Restarts. Any drivers listening, restarts. So, oh, you've just left the session.
Oh, I can jump back in.
No, it's all right. It's all right. There's yellow flags out. There's a car out. I think we've got a VSC. I need one of the bosses to notice. Oh Christ! How am I going to do this? Right. Is there any way you can nip into a party with Gooner and tell him that Hilly's called a restart?
Yeah, we'll do.
Cheers. Whoopi's got DRS. He's just put in a Discord. He's getting DRS under a virtual safety car on lap 1. Oh, you've got to love this game. Oh. I jokingly said in HRF1 earlier on, I wonder if at some point Cody's are going to include an option in the options where you can decide to have glitches on or off. Oh dear, I hope somebody's got the... Okay. Oh, well, but I'll have to invite him back because he won't be able to get back in unless I invite him. Just realised that. Bear with me a sec, guys. I'm sure somebody's going to come to me in a minute and say, did you get the... grid? Nope. I do keep telling people I'm the one person that you can't ask that because I can't clip or screenshot or anything. Oh, where is he? I can't find him now. Right. Okay, Steve. Thanks for doing that. In where? What? When you're talking now. Failed to join the session. Oh, I didn't know it ever happened, to be honest. It's got to be a long time ago. It can't be in my lifetime, surely. 70s? 1972? Oh. Oh, 1982. 10 years out. Well, it's not in my lifetime. I was born a couple of years after that, so... trying to get in. But, yeah, I knew it had to be a long time. There's definitely never in my lifetime. So, yeah, 1982. There we go. That's a good little bit of information. I honestly didn't know it ever happened, actually. So, didn't know they had the tracks. At the time.
They were. Let me find out. Long Beach.
90% sure that that's an in track. Street circuit as well, I think. I'm not sure about the other two, to be fair. Long Beach does ring a bell, though, I must admit. But, yeah, that's quite interesting, that. Yeah, well done.
Writing some of the questions.
Random F1 questions. Yeah. Well, what, are you asking me, or am I asking you?
Either one. Either one. I think we go head to head and try and catch each other out.
Okay.
Let's actually look at my.
What about, should we work as a team, and should we ask the viewers?
Yeah,
we'll
get the chat involved.
Yeah, excellent.
Why
There's
not?
19 of them out there at the moment, which is incredible, guys. So thank you very much. But yeah, if any of you fancy it, maybe testing us a little bit, give us a question, a random Formula One question to test our Formula One knowledge. Steve will get it right. I'll be miles off. Don't you worry about that.
Right, I've got one.
Agnot, we set the grid from the qualifying we've just done. We don't do the quali again, no.
There we go. So, see who paid attention to the F1 today. How many turns does Hungary have?
I didn't watch F1 today. I don't actually watch F1.
Oh, I don't blame you. It wasn't us.
I actually don't. I stopped
that.
the start of last season. I stopped watching F1 altogether. I think is it 16?
Ooh. Anyone in chat? There we go. Poxy's got it with 14.
14 is it? That's the same as
14.
Las Vegas, isn't it? In Las Vegas, 14 as well.
17.
Oh, was
17
it?
for Las Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, I'm useless at this. Oh, look at them all now. Yeah, the answer's been said. There's no point carrying on saying 14, is there, guys? Because he's already said it. You've got to say it before he tells you the answer. Oh, goodness me. Just done it in my head, says James. Okay, yeah.
Here we go. Next track that I've put out on my random book of facts. How many turns does Baku have?
Oh, for goodness sake. That's got to have quite a few. I'm going to say 18. That's just randomly out of my head.
Alright, let's see. Oh. No one's got it.
What was the answer on Baku?
I've not said it yet.
Oh, right.
Twitch
Okay.
chat is still predicting, trying to get it right.
Still. Brian says 17.
20.
No, it's 20. Oh, hang on. Brian said 23, and then further down he's gone 17. But if you'd got him right in the middle, Brian, at 20, you'd have been,
yeah.
you'd have been a
One
winner.
of the turns is quite a dodgy turn, but
12, Coxie, are you mad? Okay.
I love
Right,
it. James predicting putting 19 after.
Yeah, see, he come up in a minute
Told
saying,
him
"Hey, I
the
typed it before."
He's still got
He's- yeah.
still got it wrong.
You still got it wrong.
Yeah. Uh, um,
19 proper corners, he says. There's one that isn't a proper corner. I wonder which one he means. Which one's not a proper corner?
Oh, it's 20. It's literally a little kink to the right. It's where Max Verstappen had that tyre blowout a couple of years ago.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Old Twiglet is asking us a question. How many turns did the old Silverstone layout have? Oh, that's quite interesting.
Right, page 36.
I'm going to say 16.
I'm going to go for...
James, of course, it's a corner. Max Verstappen died there, pretty much. You know, not literally, obviously. He says, I will throw this. Cox, he's guessing 22.
15, 16, 17. I'm going 18.
Oh, 18 then from Steve. So 16 from me, 18 from Steve, 22 from Coxie. To be fair, Coxie, I've seen you drive. You probably made it into 22, didn't you?
Good thing that his standard Monday to Sundays the exact same.
Oh, Twiglet says he's got no idea. He's playing us. What an arse.
Oh. I've literally got the old layout in my book as well, and I was trying to count how many corners it actually had, but you can't really see. I'm gonna have to Google it now.
Yeah, James is just saying that, so I'll Google it. What track do we wish was not on the calendar, and what would we replace it with? That comes from Agnot. That's a good one. I'd get rid of Monaco every day of the week. It's not just because I'm terrible at driving it, Agnot, but I'd quite happily bring China back in. I love China. Portimao as well, actually. Love Portimao. So, yeah. But I get rid of Monaco because it's boring, is the reason for it.
But it's one of the most historic races of the calendar. So part of me is like, no, I can't get rid of it. What would I get rid of?
Coxie says this track. Get this
crap. Yeah, this track, and replace it with Sepang.
Yeah, Sepang International Circuit. That's a good one. Oh, Vietnam. What a track that was just coming for the 1 year. Love that.
Or Hockenheim. Hockenheim was a good race.
Oh, I thought that was boring. See, I've been playing Formula 1 games for a long time, and Hockenheim, until the more recent years, was a fixture in it. So I've done it. I've driven it a lot, and I just find it boring. So, yeah. Oh, Malaysia, says Twiglet. That's a good shape.
Yeah.
Brian says Vietnam is worse than this one. I'm sorry, mate, but Vietnam was awesome. Absolutely great. I loved the fact you had, if you wanted the lap time, you had to drive close to the walls. There was no, especially in that final sector. That's great. Can't believe that was a couple of games ago now, wasn't it?
That was, yeah, that was back from was it 2019?
I think it was 20. I think it was 2020. But I might be wrong. but I think it was. Oh, Ghost Rider's telling me off. He says Hockenheim is ace. Illy, get out. Hockenheim is ace. It's boring.
There we go. Look, there we go.
Terrible track. It's just boring. I don't. Nürburgring. We haven't seen that one for a while.
Oh yeah, but you couldn't do it at the Nürburgring. Unfortunately, it's just way too dangerous. Way too dangerous.
They made it all too safe these days, anyway.
Yeah,
I
that's
used to love
very
watching
true.
them go out. Watching Michael Schumacher winning the race in absolutely tipping down like proper torrential rain conditions at Spa, and just driving into the back of David Coulthard, who he was laughing because he couldn't see him. That was awesome. Funny as it was dangerous, to be fair. 23 races of Monaco. Yeah, you could go and do that on your own, Ghost Rider.
There's always one. Oh, do you know what? I'll take out Jeddah.
Oh, you like Jeddah?
I'm not a fan at all.
I was worried when it first came into the game. I thought, oh my goodness, this is great in time trial, but it's going to be horrendous when we start racing it. And then it wasn't. It was absolutely brilliant. So, I had like a series of races there with no safety cars at all. Just superb. It was great. Move after move.
It is that is the other thing with the tracking it there. It's annoying because you can get absolute class races otherwise, or you've got an 18-car pilot around a blind corner.
Yeah,
so
that's it. I did get caught out in blind corner. I must admit, I got there was a car spun and I went into them, and then my teammate was behind me and went straight into me, and I was like, oh no. God. It's yeah.
Qatar's good, yeah. Turkey was a great track, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think Brian mentioned a bit further up Mangy Core, the old French track. That was good. India. I wasn't a fan of that one, actually. I must admit, I wasn't a great fan of the India track. But
oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Please work this time. Here we go. Away they go. And like Goxie got a pretty good start, but Massey with the inside to turn one, and he takes the lead. Still a little bit side by side, but I think Goxie's going to have to fall in, and he does. Bartas picks up a penalty for a severe collision. Could easily be a love tap in this game. Some good starts out there. Chip Van up 7 places. Craig up 5. Checo up 6. But Brian and Bowden are the 2 that have been caught out and have dropped down to the back.
Yeah, Bowden's down 13. That's not the start that he would have wanted.
No, definitely not. But all in all, though, those 2 have dropped down to the back, but they're still on the back of the pack. They've not. They've not. Oh, hang on, Bowden's ghosted. Says he's here, but he is ghosted. Sent him an invite. Oh, now I've sent him an invite. He's already solidified again. Okay. Well, yeah, they're still on the back. Oh, hang on. No, Brian's jumps back up to P6. And Hunter's down at the back.
I've got Hunter at the back, and I've got Bowden in 18th.
Yeah, I got Bowden 18th, Chips in 19, and Hunter 20. But I did have Brian down at the back, and he's jumped back up to 6th now, man. Fantastic. In a way, we are going. And we got a move here. This is Coxie on Massey. On the inside of turn 1. And through he goes.
Oh, Bertas with a spin out of turn 1.
Oops, was that? Yeah. Drop back again. But so far, so good really. There's a couple of spins, but some have dropped down, but so far everybody going as Gunnar takes a bit of wall there. but no damage, so he's all right.
Nice shift of strategy from all the drivers. We've got the majority on mediums, Hunter and Corey the ones on the softs, and we've got 3 hard runners of Brian, Gather, and Whoopi. So
Yeah, and yeah, the vast majority mediums, 2 softs, 3 hards. It's yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? As Gunnar allows his teammate through, Corey, into P3. Corey start one of the soft starters, and he's looking to attack the back of Matty already. So my only worry with this track is you've got so many long straights and then heavy braking zones that it's one person, doesn't it? Even just a split second too late on the brakes, and it could be disaster. But so far, everybody's doing really well. Really good start to this race. As Brian makes a move around the outside of Volungus at turn 3, is it? I think.
yes, yeah, that's turn 3.
Yeah, and he's made that stick. We do have a yellow flag that looks to be a Ferrari of Bowden. I don't know, he's in the pits actually, so... Sure.
Oh, it's the Mercedes of Monsters is round.
Ah, yeah. What? But he's got a yellow flag out at turn 1. He's at turn 3. That's a bit weird. I guess it's still letting Bowden know that there's danger ahead, I guess, but...
and
right,
Gaz is in the wall as well on the exit of turn 9.
There, and that is his... Yeah, he's lost his wing. Not entirely, is it? I think he's just lost the left end plate, actually. I swear I could see a wing on the floor. Oh, has he lost anything, actually? I don't know.
It looks like his front left end plate.
Yeah, I think he is missing that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he struggled to make that corner. And he get out of the way of the Williams.
Chip Van getting past well, and Chris getting past Checo.
Massey's having a look at Coxey for the lead again. As they head down to turn 1. That's the inside. This is starting to look like this may be where the best opportunities lie. Oh, there's a bit of contact there between them at turn 3, and that's allowed Corey to go through into second. And Gunnar is going to edge past as well as Corey takes the lead. Wow.
Making the most of those softs.
He is, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. And he's going to get, when he does have to pit, whatever lap that turns out to be, I would guess, my guess is going to be somewhere around lap 8 or 9, something like that. Maybe 10. But,
if you can
so he's
drag
going to
him
get the
to lap
undercut
10,
opportunity, so...
he is. If he can get him to lap 10, he can take those mediums all the way to the end. They'll get to about 70%. But he can get those mediums to the end, so obviously, yeah, lap 10 onwards, mediums. Any earlier, it's a slam dunk for the hards.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but personally, myself, I prefer the hards so far in this game. I think they're just a better tyre. There's not much time difference between the hard and the medium.
No, not at all.
So,
And then
and I had a look at Coxey. They are teammates this evening, even if they are reserves. Sorry, well, Brian reserve. I'm sure Coxey. Is Coxey reserve? I can't remember. Oh, dear. Corey getting absolutely swamped, so he ends up hitting Coxey. Not a massive hit, but it sent Coxey wide. That's allowed Brian now into P3. But at the moment, James, it seems to be whoever's on in the lead. Oh, good reactions from Corey there to miss Coxey. As Coxey hits one more and goes across towards the other. Can't see any signs of damage. I think he's gotten away with it a bit, but he is now down to P7. Yeah, in the moment, it seems whoever's leading on those straights is going to be vulnerable every lap. I think it's probably the biggest gap somebody's had so far, actually, and it's only 4 attempts.
Yeah, ERS management's a massive thing on this track. We've seen it with... Where has he gone? With Corey, he had no ERS done up this back straight, and people with ERS have just blitzed past him.
That's it. And Gunnar takes the lead off of Massey, and Gunnar's in the same position. He's only on 13% at the moment. He's really used it early. So, Ryan has managed his a lot better. He's on 50%. Even Massey's only on 11%.
What I loved is
right now, I'd rather be Brian right now because
yes,
he's setting P3 on a hard tyre with loads more energy than anybody else around him. Well, Volungus has got 30%, but yeah, Brian's looking
you
good
just got to be careful not to burn out those tyres and use them to their advantage. Otherwise, you're going to be petting the exact same time as the people in front.
Yeah, that's it, and then that way he loses his tyre advantage in the second stint. So, which is what he needs, because that's going to be what may well allow him to just pull away slightly later on in the race, if that opportunity arises. Gaza got a clean air course at the moment, sets fastest lap of the race so far. Tell you what, if you do ever have a safety car free race around here, it's going to fly by, isn't it? We're on lap 6 already. 25, it's in fact we're getting close to the end of lap 6 already. Gunnar now takes the lead. So Ferrari's starting to get involved as well. Is it Ferrari? No, it's not a Ferrari, sorry, it's Alfa Romeo of Lungus. Wow, fair play to them. They're driving very well. Ooh, chips. It's a big corner cut to pick up 10 seconds. Not having the most frame times at the moment. As Whale is in the pits. Presumably, it must be for a front wing. Yeah, I think he's gone to hards. So, essentially, you can make the end of the race, I would have thought, from here.
Yeah, Bowden is pitted for the hards with the front wing change. Gaza has also gone from hard to soft with the front wing change. Chips an early pit stop, going from mediums to hards. And Coxey on lap 5 went from medium to hards with a hard switch as well.
Nice bit of racing there between Simspot and Bartas. Checo now involved with Bartas as well. Simspot takes P12 though. Oh, Checo. It's a kiss with the wall.
Brian getting past Gunnar, and as I say that, Gunnar breaks late to try and get that position back, but loses
just on with
it.
I was just on with Craig there down the strip, the straight on the strip, and with the DRS open at 224 miles an hour as we get a virtual safety car.
It's chipped on the exit of turn 3.
He's just pitted as well, and I think he's lost his wing, so he's coming to the pits, probably changed onto that wing, I'd imagine, and
he's
lost it again.
Yep.
Oops. And unfortunately, that will mean when this VSC ends very shortly, I'd imagine, there's quite a few drivers now trying to take advantage of the VSC and pit.
Just needs to be careful as well, collecting these penalties. I know he's not got any front wing, but
Well, he's going to fall a lap down, isn't he, when he pits for a new one? He's got the leader's right on the back of him, and the virtual safety car ends. So, well, these guys have definitely gained an advantage by pitting under VSC, but I don't think it's going to be a massive one for them. And obviously they're probably going to suffer with those tyres a little bit towards the end of the race. So we'll see if it works out for them. Should get some sort of undercut effect as well, you'd have thought. As we head onto the strip once more. That is in the foreground there, that is Chips. Just going to the final set, so that's going to be a difficult few corners without the front wing, I'd imagine. Let's go to Gunnar then.
What is Chips doing?
And he's retired.
On
enough.
track though.
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah.
Oh, I've got it clicked.
You sure he retired on track and not in the pit lane?
Yeah, no, he went into the pit line, and then he drifted right, and then retired. There was no pit stop.
Oh, right, okay. Right, so... Right, now... Oh, goodness me, what's going on? So now it's showing that... Oh, no, hang on. My positions all jumped around again. So now I got Brian in the lead. Gunnar P2, Massey P3.
Yep, that's correct.
That's what you got, but a moment ago I had Gunnar and Massey in the lead. So that's twice Brian's jumped about, so I'm wondering if he's just having a little bit of sync issues or something. Or it could be me, of course. The internet's not exactly the best.
But here we go. Gunnar. DRS wide open. And that's not going to be a... You can't ask for an easier move there. Takes the lead of the race.
Yeah, for one lap. Maybe. We shall see. So obviously we've reached the point now you would expect Brian's hards to be a superior tyre now, really, over the mediums. So if anyone's got a chance to actually pull a lead here, you would think it probably is Brian. I think he's probably on the best tyre now, and he's got a decent amount of energy as well.
Whoopi in fourth as well is one that we've got to keep an eye out for as well on those hards. They're in their window now.
Yeah, definitely. Should 9 laps completed on hards? They should have gone through graining by now, I'd have thought. Both the mediums and the hards.
Chip saying tried to retire and pits was set up, was not doing me any favours, and the AI pulled me out of the pit lane and retired on the track.
Oh, right, okay. It definitely seemed a bit strange, so... It's not caused any problems in a way, so...
Oh, Massey's hit the wall, which is going to affect his run down this Las Vegas strip.
Allowing Austin Gunnar a run. To the inside, that gets it done way before we reach a corner. Early in the straight, he managed to make that move. It's just you just don't need the ERS to be able to do that, do you? The DRS will suffice. Oh, Massey is moving to the pits. Massey is in. That's early. He's going to go for the undercut then. Really slow into the pits, so maybe just being ultra careful not to pick up a penalty, I think. But oh, it is a wing change. Okay. I expect
that clip on the wall.
15 out of 20 cars will probably be getting a new wing when they pit in a way. So.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that clip on the wall was worse than what it looked then. But whilst that was happening, Chip Van did get past Wales. Down the back, well, down the strip.
So well, remember, he's already made that. So Massey's come out behind Wales, so that actually gives us an idea of where Wales were covering to with that early stop. So he needed a new wing as well, so him and Massey both took new wings. Well, with the younger tyres, it's been doing well. Chip Van in P10 though was a lap younger again and got to see 5 laps, so it's looking like the undercut effect is pretty useful in a way.
There you go, Whoopi getting past the longest, and Gooner getting past Brian.
Yep, and just lap after lap, isn't it? Just exchanging places, basically. There is an argument to say that would it perhaps be better just to be the car following rather than keeping on overtaking all the time? Just save your energy.
Yeah, that's it. That's a very valid point.
I guess you can overtake, but you just don't use any ERS at any point. You just save it for later in the race when other people ain't got any.
That's it. It reminds me of the Bottas race back in, I think, 2016, when he was in the Williams and got the podium after his... Was it a podium? In Baku, where he got it on the line. Yeah. And I think that's what we're going to get a lot of around Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a decent sized run to the line, is it? Well, you got the run all the way down the strip, and then the run to the line as well, which is big enough itself. So, yeah, you could probably dump a good 80% or something like that of ERS just on those two little bits on the final lap.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the FIA shortened that DRS zone.
I think it needs it. Obviously, DRS is supposed to be an overtaking aid. It's not supposed to make it, you know, so easy that it's... Yeah. So, I think it is too long. Bartas gets up 5 seconds there. The chips out the race. Bartas, the only driver to have a penalty so far then.
And there's Gunnar in the pit.
Somebody's just pitted. That was Gunnar. Okay. So, where will he come out? Where is... Massey is going to go past, isn't he?
Going to be close.
Oh yeah, no, he was just about gotten out just ahead of Chip Van actually. So it was close, despite the fact that Massey had to change wings. That's a good 5 seconds to change a wing, so 5 to 5.5 seconds really. So Massey already goes to the inside of Chip Van. Chip Van leaves plenty of room. That's nicely done from the pair.
Yeah, Massey's pit stop was 7.4 standing, and Gunnar's was 2.2. So
yeah, so there you go.
Seconds.
Yeah, 45 seconds. So that gives you an idea, doesn't it? That's what Massey's basically made up. Then it's 5 seconds in the undercut, but of course now he's going to have weaker tyres to the end of the race. Although they're only 2 laps, mind. So. Laps on the hard isn't going to be a massive advantage, is it?
Yeah, it shouldn't be, but it'd be interesting to see. And is he going to make the most of those tyres now, or is he going to save them? And
Gunnar making the overtake on Cotsey from about 2 miles back when they went onto the straight. Brian and Valungus are in. I think Gunnar did pit from the lead, didn't he? And he's going to take the lead. Oh, well, Whoopi's got the lead at the moment, but effectively, he's taken the lead as Gunnar and Massey both get Brian.
Yeah, the undercut's a massive tool here then for this race, so Whoopi would probably pit this lap. Otherwise, you fall back even further.
Yeah, he's hemorrhaging time at the moment. It's just continuously dropping the gap. And That said, he needs his advantage in the second half of the race to be as big as possible, so he may decide to eat this out and maybe do 8 or 9 laps on softs.
Very true, but yeah, look at that! Look at that time. It was 12.8. It's now under
Basically
12.
lost a second, hasn't he? In not even half a lap. So yeah, well, that's noted for the first time in the race here. Anyway, undercut is king. Brian makes the move on Massey. And Massey's got DRS, so Brian still had a massive overspeed on him. That presumably is the energy, which he's still got basically 40% of. Gunnar is going to be an absolute sitting duck.
It's what I loved as a racer. When you see the car in front as that flashing light and you're sitting around 40 to 50%, you're like, okay,
no
time to play the game.
Yeah, exactly. Hey Glads, nice to hear from you, buddy. Yeah, that's what we all want to know, Chips. Why isn't E-Racing? Get onto him. Not Glads, I mean Twiglet. Yeah, what do you mean Twiglet? Right.
We knew what you meant. But
Cox, he did have back damage apparently, he botched. Okay, I got that wrong. Fair enough.
So here we go, the battle for fifth is heating up with Corey and Chip Van and Coxey, whilst Chip Van has a horrid exit onto the start of the strip. So that move was done before DRS was a thing.
Tries to get the other train, gets both of them. Oh my goodness me. Oh, and look!
Oh,
Chip Van's
going to get it.
He had to back out, but he was coming
he
back.
Out of it. He was going to go for it. He had that look in his eyes. Whoopi going into the pits. It should be the mediums from here.
I mean, presumably there, Chip Van probably picked up the double toe and then all of a sudden found himself with a load of overspeed.
That was it. Anything going on?
I did not envisage this race being this good. I cannot emphasise this enough. I don't think anybody did.
I thought I was going to put a bit more on the retirement side, but
100%. I really did. I thought we might see about 10 cars finishing tonight. I wasn't expecting much at all out of this. So yellow flag there. I think it was Checo, but he's already cleared. Oh!
Alfa Romeo for longest getting into this battle.
Absolutely. Coxey does well there. Nice bit of battling from the pair of them. And Whoopi will be catching on to this at some point. He has exited the pits in P8. He's 2.6 seconds off of this battle. And those fresh tyres, you'll fancy him catching. There's not many people in that sort of top group. In fact, there's hardly anyone inside the top 10 that you would think would pit if there was to be a safety car now.
No, it's
only
that
Coxey really.
Well,
no, Coxey and Chip Van, probably the only two. What range Chip Van's having, by the way? Red lights flashing all over the place at the moment. Yeah. So we're back to that battle again between Coxey and Valongis, with Chip Van just on the back of it as well. If I look back, he's only just there. And here he goes, Valongis. At the inside of the corner, he's already ahead in a way before he reached the break-in, so he can pull back to the racing line. And takes that nicely, up to P5. Obviously Coxey on much older tyres. Yellow flag again, looks to be Checo. having a bit of a hard time out there. Don't forget, guys, if you finished in HRF1, you score points, so absolutely worth all the drivers. Even if they're not having the best time out there, it's still worth them getting to the end of this race. Lungus is going to go after Corey.
System.
Sorry?
Such a good system for
Yeah,
for drivers.
I think that's an IndyCar system, or it used to be an IndyCar system when I used to play a computer game that was IndyCar. I don't know if it's still the same or not, but they used to score, so everybody scored points if you finished. No idea if it is anymore. Whoopi then up to P6. He gets ahead of Chip Van and Coxey on the strip, and he's now straight after Volungus. He's straight into the 1 second of Volungus, and oh, Whoopi, that was silly. On what is essentially just a little kink in the road to cut there. So it's fastest lap as well, but kicking himself a bit there. He'd be beating himself up a little bit for that, because he knows that that's going to hurt at the end of this race. Here we go. No, not quite. Opportunity here, not really. So probably on the strip, I would imagine. He'll go flying past Lungus. I wonder what gap he can get by the end of the strip. If he's right on the gearbox of Lungus when they go onto the strip, I wonder what sort of time gap he can actually pull by the end of the strip.
We will find out. So 10th separates them.
Gets oh no, he didn't quite get the exit I thought he was going to, but yeah, so a few temps in a way, 3 temps. Let's see what it says the gap is come the end.
Oh, yellow.
Flags up ahead of us.
Sector 3, so he's got to be. He's got the move done.
No, not as much as I thought it was going to be. About 3 temps, so he's gained about 6 temps roughly. Between 6 and 7 temps. I thought it might have been a little bit more than that, if I'm honest. But you get what the wing differences are, I guess. So
that, and we wasn't burning ERS, so
yeah.
But here we go. Craig's having a look down the inside of turn 1 on Coxey. We'll have inside through this section here. Can't get it done, but because he was on the outside of turn 3, he's got that overspeed and he's using his ERS.
Yeah, look at Chip Van. He is ready to pick anything up, isn't he? If either of these guys make it in the slightest little mistake, he's sat there waiting. And he's got Lycorius, who's suddenly appeared in the Ferrari. Right on the back of him.
James saying Corey on for a podium, and Twiglet saying, yeah, he's literally got a new base and pedals, so getting used to it.
Yeah, he's my teammate on Thursdays, is Corey. Looking forward to doing the season with him. What was that?
Right, it was just Checo getting out the way, and there's a Haas.
It's Coxey, yeah. Coxey went off track. I think just missed the corner, to be honest, just missed it. And went off into the runoff area. He's still recovered in P10, so he's not lost a massive amount from where he was. And keep getting a yellow up. Oh, this is Gaza. So, well, the Red Bulls are having a really bad evening, aren't they?
Yeah, really struggling around this track at the moment, and Simspot has had a spin as well.
Oh, that was Simspot, okay. I literally saw a yellow flag come out, looked at the track, and it was gone again.
it's literally like trying to catch it within 2 seconds. It's great fun.
Yeah. That one's so fast. Okay, let's just... Right, who we got? There's got to be a battle here somewhere. Oh, sorry, Wolfie's got past Corey. I missed that one.
Yeah. And then we have Volongish right behind him.
Yeah, so as long as it's just coming into the 1 second of Corey now, as we got another yellow. That was a Haas again.
Of Coxey.
Yeah, no idea what. What for? He seems to be okay. So. Maybe just struggling a little bit. He's done 14 laps on those hards now as we enter the last portion of the race. When we cross the line, it will be 5 laps remaining. Whoopi holds Corey off this time. But, the problem for Whoopi, of course, is that as it stands right now, he's got to somehow get out of the 1 second here and then create the gap. He's got to bridge Corey by 3 seconds. But I've got to give it to Brian. We said earlier on, didn't he, when he was sat in 3rd place on like 50% energy, if he just keep doing what he's doing, just stay where he was basically, and he's going to have the tyre advantage in the second half, and he's made it pay. 5-second lead over Gunnar on debut as well. It's looking at the moment, touch wood, it's looking like a debut victory as we reach the closing stages.
Does that mean we're going to have a quiet chat from Gunnar for the night?
Maybe.
He'll make up all the excuses. It'll be fine. We'll hear them instead.
Yeah. Swiglet is already saying Brian driver of the day. Brian has smashed it, says Ghost. Yeah. He has. He's absolutely smashed it out of the park, mate. He's nailed the strategy. He's driven superbly. I don't know about you, Steve, but there's been... We've seen the odd sort of little barge here and there, or, you know, little touch, but we've not seen anything massive, have we? We've not seen anybody completely miss their braking and use somebody ahead as a breaker for a corner or anything like that. So I think it's been a massive success today, this race.
It really has. It's considering how narrow this track is and how narrow it is in certain spots. It's quite nice to see that there's been very little contact, and it's been really, really good wheel-to-wheel racing.
There has, absolutely. And look at this. Well, I've just gone down to them because they were within the 1 second, but I was just about to say, look at this. We're even fighting for P17. Bartas was within the 1 second of Gaza, but he's dropped back out again, unfortunately. So Checo is... Oh, no, he's ghosted because people are lapping him. Okay, makes sense. Ooh, longest nip within the 1 second there, but Corey's back out of it again. It's just
in
quieting down, isn't it, for the last sort of few laps? It's just... We'll take a breather before the interviews.
But yeah, then Massey's closed in. I think he might have just missed DRS. But
yeah, he did. But he is just about close enough to pick up a slight slipstream. So he should have DRS in the next zone.
So yeah, Brian's up 6, Whoopi up 6, but at the moment it'll only be up 4. Craig's up 6, Licorice is up 4, Chip Van's the biggest winner at the moment, up 8.
Yeah, so, he's having a bloody good race. He has. So yellow.
It's Checo getting out of the way.
Yeah, it's Checo just minding out the way. No drama on that one. I think well, I'm hoping at least that the 3 podium guys are going to be reasonably happy here. Obviously, Massey would have been... he's going to be pretty desperate to get his season off with he needs to win, doesn't he? And of course, he's behind Gunnar. Okay, he might be able to challenge Gunnar in these late stages to nip that off of him, but... You know, it's...
Yeah, he's now got to play that mental mind game with Guna, try and force him into getting a time penalty, and with Massey closing in as well, Guna's it's going to be in the back of Guna's mind going, "Oh, I've got to push," and just pushing that one corner wrong. You're going to be.
Here he comes.
You get a penalty,
Massey
and there he goes.
To the inside. He's come from absolutely miles back on that one. That is. Wow. That's some DRS zone. From so far back. But I think that's important, you know. I just in terms of the championship, I know it's still early. I know it's only round 4, but because Gunner's won the first 3 races and Massey, you know, didn't finish 2 of them and was third last week, I just think that's a little bit of the old mind games, as you say. So I think that's important for Massey, that one. In terms of points, it's a 4-point gain for Massey, second over third. But it's not done yet, of course. Gunner will just get the DRS back again. Just keeping an eye on the rest of the field, and I can't see any other obvious battles at the moment. Gaz has gotten past Simspot further down, 16th, but... Oh, Wells pitting.
In the pit. I'll keep eyes on that.
Actually,
Didn't look like a front wing change. Yeah, he's going for fastest lap.
Yeah. Pitted at the right time. Others around him, so that he hadn't left the opportunity for the car ahead of him to do it as well. Do an out lap and then do it on the final lap. Not actually going to gain a point from it in a sense, because he's given up a place, hasn't he? So he's lost a point in order to go for the glory of fastest lap. But if he doesn't get the fastest lap, then he's just lost himself a point, basically. But he is a reserve well, so I guess he doesn't care that much.
Oh.
As Checo retires out in the pits. I'm not sure why he's done that. Checo, you may as well just finish. You had one more lap to do. Finish.
Yeah, that's it. You get points even if you are 19th, so...
Yeah. I don't know if they do, because it will place him, won't it? It will classify him, but I don't know if they do that in this. It's just some leagues do classifying, others don't. So I think I can just finish that.
But here we go. First bite of the cherry for Guna. He's too far back to get moving to turn 4. Chip van's very close as well.
Yeah, so obviously he's going to have a massive look at Massey's red light is flashing. Okay, Gunnar is in the same boat as Bowden sets fastest lap. So Bowden was going for fastest lap, and I hadn't realised that. So,
but here we go, the overspeed with that DRS.
Look at the overspeed.
Yeah,
it's insane. He's not even got any energy left. Nor is Massey. Just a sitting duck. It doesn't matter who you are.
That's gonna hurt.
When a car behind you has that much overspeed on you, there's nothing you can do. But it's victory for Brian in Las Vegas on his debut in HRF1. Gunnar takes P2, Massey P3, Whoopi P4. I think he did gap Volungus.
Yeah, he makes
penalty's
it,
not
yeah.
cost him. So, yeah, stays P4, Volungus P5, Corey in 6. Really good race for Corey. Especially if he's getting used to new pedals and that. Lycorius is superb. Lycorius P7. Chip Van up 9 places for P8. And Craig P9. Foxy will cross the line for P10. Obviously, with where he qualified, it's not going to be what he was hoping for, but brings it home and really showed good pace in qualifying. Crisp in 11. Hunter comes in for 12. Whale in the N6 P13. Does he get the fastest lap? No, nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it. So it's Bowden, I think, had the fastest lap then as he crosses the line for 14th. Monsters 15th. Gaza
driver to show
it did go
that,
to the end.
yeah, no matter what you've done in qualifying or the race, stick through it, and you still get points. And Gaz has shown that this evening.
SimSpot. I don't know if that's a GT, a gamer tag change SimSpot. Volungis's teammate is usually X11. So, I don't know. But I don't know where... I'm just saying this. I don't know whether it's a debut or not, SimSpot, so... Or whether that's actually X11. No idea. It's Brian. Dutch. A Dutch winner in an F1. Who'd have ever thunk it?
Oh, I've got no lights on the podium. They've cut out the power.
Not me. Yeah. Save on the electric bill. So that's enough of that anyway. So congratulations to Brian on the victory. Let's get these boys in. Invite Brian, invite Gunnar, and invite Massey. Just to finish off those last few places, the SimSpot was 17th, Bartas in 18th. Checo classifies as 19th. I don't know if he gets the points or not. I'll check that with Gunnar in a moment. And Chips was our only actual DNF. Okay. Right, guys. If you can include your audio, please. I don't know. I can hear myself off one of your headphones.
Yeah, that would be me.
That's Brian. Did you throw him against the wall, Brian? By any chance?
What did you say?
Did you throw him against the wall and they broke them?
No comment.
Right, okay, yeah. So if you just make sure you've included your audio, and I'm gonna let my guest co-coms do the interviews with you tonight. So Steve, surprise, off you go.
Oh, cheers.
That's all right.
That's caught me off. Brian, winner on your debut. You've got to be pleased with that.
Cannot get better than that, eh? Maybe the fastest lap, but just not enough pace left at the end. But very happy with it.
Yeah, that alternate strategy really worked in your favour, didn't it? Starting on those hards, and that ERS really played into your hand.
Yeah, I knew from the start that ERS management would be crucial around here. And as long as I could stay in DRS of someone through the corners, I'd be good on the straights. So the first stint was all managing it, and the second stint was just driving away.
Well, it worked for you, so yeah, congrats for that.
Thank you.
Standby driver, but if there was an opportunity, are you gonna whisper into Gunnar's ears and just be like, look, debut, got the win. Break your streak. Let us in.
I need a seat here. I want it. I need it in my life.
All right. I was going to say any expectations for the rest of the season, but again, at the moment, not a solidified driver. But with drives like that, you're going to be raising the eyes of the people that make the decision. But yeah, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of
Thank you, man.
Brilliant race.
Thank you.
And congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, Gunnar.
Hello.
Your wins
sorry, just to interrupt, Brian. Without sort of being rude, buddy, would you mind leaving the party just so that it stops the echo? Because it's really bad.
Yep. Don't worry.
Thanks, buddy. Well done tonight.
Thank you. Bye.
I'll chat to you in a bit.
All right, Gunnar. The break of your wins is
gone
over.
Yeah, no, but I'm happy with P2, to be honest with you. I mean, I was going to start on the hards, but there's always that chance the early safety car isn't there, so I went with the mediums with everyone else. Great first stint, loads of battling. Just couldn't keep with Brian in the second stint, so but I'm happy with P2. I'll take that.
Nice. you're still leading the championship with that result. So again, still a long season. Your goal still to win it.
Well, it wasn't at the start because I thought Massey would run away with it, but as I've got so far in front now, I think my goal is to try and hold on to the championship, to the lead, and see what happens. So it's going to be close, though.
Yeah,
No doubt
yeah,
Massey will get his little streak.
Unless you do what your football team is very known to doing, but we'll keep that separate.
Bottling in. Oh yeah.
Less of that.
It's been a pleasure
Less of
commentating, guys. But yeah, up next is Silverstone. Expecting that win streak to start back up, or
It's a good track for me, but I know Massey's got some serious pace around there, so it's all about good qualifying, isn't it, really? Got to try and qualify close to them and just try and stay with them, really. Get a bit of luck here and there.
that's it.
But yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and then
Cheers.
no worries.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on finishing second. And we have our P3 runner in Massey. Was one of the favourites to win earlier on by the crowd vote, but finishing third, getting pipped at the post in the last couple of laps. Do you think you could have done anything different, or do you think the writing was on the wall there?
I think the writing was on the wall about lap 3 or 4 when I ambered my front wing. So, yeah.
Was that me? Did you hit my rear?
No, that caused the other side of the wing to go amber, but that wasn't your fault.
That evened up a
I
little
just
bit.
couldn't stop in time.
Yeah, I literally, because Brian overtook me, and I picked up some slipstream off him again, and I just absolutely overshot my braking point. I'm surprised I didn't take Brian out. And then I thought you hit my rear, and I thought I'd done the damage to your wing.
No, you just did the other half. It wasn't your fault.
Oh,
That
sorry,
was
man.
just unfortunate. I said that in the interview at the start with Hilly. I said, avoid hitting someone in the back if someone hits the wall at the end of the straight, and I was the one that hit someone. So,
Oh,
it is what it is. Yeah, I damaged my wing early on, so I was struggling round any tight left-hander. Had a cracking battle with you. I'm not gonna lie, I've not raced Vegas for more than 5 laps before, but I think that's going to be. It's a tricky track, but I think it's going to be a good one for actual battles because that was, yeah, epic. I've never enjoyed finishing third before, but it was good fun.
that first
Just
one
going
was
back-
crazy.
Yes, yeah. So seeing you two on the mediums, and you
Just overtake after overtake after overtake. I
yeah,
just smiled,
we
mate.
were
It was
just on
funny.
on the stream going who to pay attention to. Like, is first, second, and third are all overtaking each other. 9th, 10th, all the way down to 15th, of wheel by wheel, and it's like where do we look? But
that long straight, you could be within 8 or 9 tenths of someone, which you can't do at any other track. And I think I got passed by 3 cars at one point. Down that long straight.
Yeah, I
Because someone
saw
had like
that
a triple
one.
slipstream.
It's ridiculous, isn't
okay.
it?
Yeah, it's good fun.
And then me and Hilly were saying that DRS zone's definitely got to be shorter,
Yeah.
but because it's the overspeed you get is absolutely mad. But third, you said you wanted to start second as well, because you can only move backwards. So
If he's
You
if
get
he's
yourself
first, he can only go backwards. He
commentated
said he
first,
wanted
so.
second. It was
Because
perfect.
to start last,
But he
and then,
went
I
backwards.
can't go back.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's the aim for
Maybe that's
Silverstone
what
now.
you got. Yeah, that's it. Another.
I'll get there.
week
Consistency's
that-
coming, so I'll get there.
That's it.
It's what a
Considering
race! I have to
again,
say, what a race we've had tonight. How that was. Nobody's won the safety car lotto, by the way.
I'm surprised there was no safety car.
Nobody chose 0, so that's a rollover for next week at Silverstone. But yeah, what a race! So much overtaking, so much wheel-to-wheel battling, very low, stream purposes from what we saw, a very low amount of actual contacts. Just superb. I can't really ask for more than that. That was absolutely brilliant, and the viewing figures have been absolutely immense. So a lot of people saw that. I don't know what else to say. I really can't sort of praise the drivers enough for tonight. I will hold my hands up and say that I went into this race thinking, oh god, 5 safety cars in 25 laps. This is going to be horrendous.
It was going to be a sprint, wasn't it?
It turns out Las Vegas is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
if it's done right. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm glad we changed it though. We changed the sprint, so
yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Well, only really one thing left for me to do, and that's to say, Steve, thank you ever so much for coming and joining me. It's been great having you in there with me, and yeah, it was great fun. You're more than welcome any time if you stuck for something to do. To jump
Thank
in.
you. It was a pleasure being able to enter your box.
Thank you for that.
That's it. That's it.
you two been
Wales
having a
job,
right
innit?
laugh, haven't you?
That's it.
Yeah. Thanks for that. So, yeah, it was a pleasure to have you in my box. Right. Okay. Thank you very much to everybody out there that's been watching along with us, and all the comments as well, because they keep us entertained and keep us talking, if you see what I mean. So you're all part of it. So thank you to all of you. As I said, don't forget the lotto, the safety car lotto running over to next week. It'd be a rollover jackpot of, I don't know, 2 Haribos or something. But there we go. Thank you very much to everybody. Also, everybody that watches the stream back, I really appreciate it, as do all the leagues that I commentate on. So thank you very much, guys. All the best. Have a good week. As I fumble like trying to find the button again.